What started off as just this nice, sweet post between Whippo and Rekkles, a reunion between friends, slowly devolved and turned into this very crazy, very weird drama that not only involved Rekkles and some of his former teams, but a whole lot of other teams and players throughout the LEC as well. I am Jerm, the host of Sheep Esports here on YouTube, and today we're going to be talking about a little bit of Rekkles drama and LEC drama. So, Whippo tweeted this yesterday. He said, had a wonderful dinner with my GOAT. After talking to him, I know he's going to be one of the best supports in the world at Rekkles. I copied so many cultural habits from him, and I would have never gotten this far without the opportunity to learn from him. And then, like I said, this very nice picture of Whippo and Rekkles, two fan favorites, very likable guys, popular guys, huge players in the scene. They're historic. They've done amazing things for Europe. Now, Whippo obviously doing some great things for North America as well. Rekkles hopefully trying to accomplish some great things with T1 and over in Korea and as a support and all over the place. But yeah, just two titans, of the esports scene, worlds colliding. This picture obviously doing numbers, 804,000 views. People like seeing these two guys together. It was a nice little heartwarming moment for a lot of people. People saying, hey, it's a terrible day for rain. Rekkles saying, take me back. People crying, a lot of feels, a lot of emotions involving this. But then, obviously, we have to get to the good stuff. We got to get to the drama that devolved from this picture. Rekkles said, take me back. And then this guy, Popsley, said, you abandoned Europe when they needed you most and went ring chasing with T1. You're no better than Kevin Durant, which I don't know if he was serious or if this was more of a joke or meme or whatever, because obviously I wouldn't necessarily say that he went ring chasing with T1, but whatever. It's a funny response either way. And it warranted this response from Rekkles, actually, a pretty long response here. And this is where the drama and craziness begins. And it's going to get deeper from here. Don't you guys worry. Rekkles says, G2 not only benched me at the end of 2021 during the first year of my 3-year contract. Again, it is weird to me, and I'm sure strange to a lot of other people, how meaningless esports contracts oftentimes are. Again, he signs a 3-year contract with G2. Again, that should mean he's going to be around for the future, and they try to bench him at the end of the first year of his 3-year contract, but they also made sure under no circumstances that I would go to another LEC team for egotistic, whatever reasons, financial and easier competition, which is also another weird thing to me. Obviously, we see this sometimes like in professional sports where you don't want to give players to your direct rivals or anything like that. But even in the modern day, we're starting to see that a little bit more and more. But it's like, yeah, hey, if we think you're not good enough and we're benching you and we're getting rid of you and we think we can go find somebody better, why do we want to keep you out of the league altogether? And then G2 is also, a team that then goes forward and complains about not having enough competition or scrim competition or enough good teams in the LEC to allow them to be strong enough to compete at the international level. Well, hey, if this is all true and you're literally stopping your own players from going to other LEC teams, that could be a little bit strange. Because again, if you want to be the best team in the world, then winning in the LEC or winning in Europe should be an easy task. Because if you can't win in Europe just because Rekkles went to another LEC team, then how are you going to beat T1? How are you going to beat whoever, Gen G, whatever? So that stuff never really made a ton of sense to me. It's bad for the league. It's bad practice. I'm glad to see that it's mostly going away. It does seem like KC saved me and also did everything they could to help me get back to the LEC at the end of 2022, removing buyout if I agreed to not receive half of my salary for that year. Fnatic then in turn decided to bench me after 4 months of my 2-year contract. So again, signs a 3-year deal with G2. They bench him after 1 year. Signs a 2-year deal with Fnatic. They decide to bench him after 4 months, trying to get me out after a few weeks already, failing to do so at an earlier time. T1 saved me once again, is doing everything they can to not only support me during a continuous tough period of my life, but also help me as much as they can to make sure 2025 is a good situation for me. So I don't know what he's talking about there. If that means some changes coming to 2025 for Rekkles, that means he's going to remain on T1. If he's going to be moving elsewhere, if T1 doesn't want him anymore, if he's ready to move on to maybe a new project in the LCK, I don't know. But the villains were and are within the region I abandoned. So again, Rekkles saying, hey, I didn't abandon. I was kind of, forced out by terrible experience I had with two of the biggest names, two of the biggest teams in the league in G2 and Fnatic. Now, a lot of people had responses to this. We had Surge Management, who I believe previously was the management of Rekkles. They might still be. I'm honestly not totally up to date. I don't know if Rekkles still has. Yeah, Rekkles doesn't have Surge in his bio anymore. They're probably. I don't know if they are still actively the management company for him or whatever. But I know at one point they were. They said mask off. Most esports teams are cutthroat, just like traditional sports teams. GMs and upper management will knowingly and purposefully build emotional bonds with players to exploit the perceived good intent at a later point in time, gain trust and gaslight players players when it comes to what representation are able to do for them. Caveat, among bad actors, there are also good actors that are able to compromise integrity with results. Trust but verify. That doesn't just apply to GMs, it also applies to agencies that pitch to players. So Serge, kind of stepping in there, trying to back up Rekkles a little bit. And then Rich, he chimes in and says, "Oh, damn, now tell everyone what you did to be benched both times," which I think is an interesting conversation. Obviously there's two sides of every coin. There's two sides of every story, whatever. Yeah, it is interesting that G2 wanted to bench him and then Fnatic wanted to bench him. What necessarily transpired there? Is there some juicy drama? Is it just, some other people are like, oh, G2 and Fnatic kind of didn't succeed at those times, so maybe it's normal if they wanted to bench him. I don't know. Amazing comes in and said, or what he did to get others benched. We'll see how this pans out. Hopefully the objective truth comes out. Now, again, is there actually more fire here? Is there actually drama? I don't know. This is kind of the usual cast of guys who are in and amongst the drama in the LEC, so maybe there's more here, maybe there's not. We'll have to wait and see. Thorin, of course, we had to get the whole gang chiming in. Would be such a shame if after Worlds the truth came out about this guy. And then Rich chimes in again with this new thing saying Rekkles fans before and after watching Thorin's upcoming video. So maybe Thorin has an upcoming video about the whole Rekkles situation, talk about, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Maybe there's more to add there. Maybe it's speculation. Who knows? But also people were then kind of putting Sam Matthews into this whole thing, because Sam Matthews had previously tweeted out, this was very recently, said, "Please show me something Rekkles and Caps have said negative about Fnatic. We have nothing but love and respect for both of them and for us." So obviously now people are saying, hey, here's Rekkles maybe having some not so nice things to say about you guys. Now, does that maybe make the management and staff at Fnatic look not so good, as many people have kind of been pointing fingers at them as of late? We also had Niski chiming in and saying, hey, mouth closed. I cannot speak because if I speak, I'll get in trouble, whatever type thing. Niski also has had some benching situations in the LEC where I'm sure he has felt not great about those situations as well. All in all, we ultimately got to this from Neon, where he replied directly to Rekkles and said, "Could be worse. You could have been benched by the teammate sitting next to you, who you could see flaming you on Discord on his screen, to the guy that replaces you," with a smiley face. And obviously people were speculating about, hey, what team was this? What teammate was this? What the heck happened here? Mephisto chimes in and says, people do what they perceive is in their best interest. It's a game mechanic you have to expect and play around, which just kind of seems like a little bit weird and out of touch, out of tune response here. But then we got another response from Rich where he said, "Perks is one of the most dislikable little rats the scene has ever experienced. Truly the adopted son of Carlos." So obviously Rich is insinuating or kind of hinting at the fact that Neon could be talking about Perks here and Upset, replacing Neon on Team Vitality. So very interesting, a ton of drama, a ton of craziness. This Rekkles tweet got 4.2 million views on Twitter, more views, a lot more views than even the original post. But again, Rekkles calling out G2, calling out Fnatic. Maybe there's more smoke, maybe there's more fire, maybe there's more drama here. We're going to have to wait and see. But even Rekkles himself putting out these statements and kind of, throwing some shade back at the people saying that he abandoned Europe, when he's saying, no, I had very good reason to do so. And more, it feels like Rekkles feels like Europe abandoned him than he abandoned Europe. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff, pretty interesting stuff, and just kind of wanted to keep you guys up to date on all the latest kind of drama and craziness going on in the esports scene as always. But that is pretty much every video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace. Everything we are doing here at Sheep Esports for the rest of 2024 is powered by Holy. This is an awesome company that makes great tasting energy drinks that also just so happen to be healthier than the competition as well. They sent me this starter set deluxe, which comes with a Holy shaker and then 14 individual servings of Holy Energy, Holy Hydration, and Holy Iced Tea. So you get a ton of awesome stuff for a great price. And if you want to get even better price, check out the first link in the description below. Use discount code SE5 to get €5 off your first order, or SE10 to get 10% off your entire basket. If you guys want to help continue to allow us to provide the amazing coverage of both Worlds and the offseason that you guys know and love, definitely check out Holy, buy some stuff. It would mean the world to us. Thanks.